again to my workshop. Today we're going to do a rather large wood turning job. Now I was toying with the idea of actually bolting this onto the faceplate and putting this in the lathe. This is 50 kilos. I don't really feel comfortable with that flying around. You can see the center of the tree is here. So what I want to do is I want to make a bowl, a large bowl for my wife's kitchen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay away from the center of this tree here. Now I could either cut through here and use this half, but then I would be left with a very small, and I'd waste a lot of the wood. So I think what I'm going to do to enable me to make two bowls out of this, I am going to cut it through that way. So I get one bowl here out of this half and a bowl here out of this half. I think that's probably the best way for it. So then I don't waste too much wood. This incidentally is, I'm pretty sure that this is a blue gum. Now blue gum is very, very much like, I suppose, English oak. If you notice the rings, if you counted the rings from the center of the tree out here, there's easily, probably about 500 rings. So therefore this tree is about 500 years old. And it's very, very tough wood, very, very hard wood. And I think I'm going to be sharpening my tools quite a bit. I've also, underneath the lathe here too, I've also got some big blanks like this, which are oak. So I think over the coming next month or so, I shall be doing a fair bit of large turning. So we'll cut this in half now with a chainsaw, and I'm also going to take some of the corners off so I can put it in between centers on the lathe, and we'll turn it up into a bowl. Okay, now to put this big hunk of wood on this Pacific tooling lathe, it's necessary to take the four-jaw chuck off. That's very easily done. Necessary first to remove the chuck and the adapter, thread adapter, is to undo the two Allen screws. That unlocks it off the thread. Then you get your pin, okay, and locate it in the hole there. Now there's a drilling in the side of the adapter that's just necessary to, this will do it, it's never on there very tight. Just, there you go, easy as that. Now then, remove the pin, Now to get this onto there, we've provided on the back of the shaft here, okay, a handle for you to catch hold of. That can be got to just by flipping over that shield. Now then, this is very heavy, so it's necessary to, if it's necessary to get a chunk of wood or something to sit it on, rather than you hold it, then do that. I'm going to do that right now. But you can do it. Just hold it steady there and wind the thread in. And just hold this. There, that's going on. So you get that far, move that out of the way. And wind him onto there. Okay. And then on the back of the faceplate there's 3 little Allen screws just to nip up onto the thread of the shaft. There's no need to jam this up real tight. It'll actually work up tighter as you start machining. That is not bad. That's pretty well balanced on there, and that's what you're after, is a well balanced piece of base material, your slug, whatever you want to call it. And then you're able to turn a nice bowl relatively quickly, so we'll get on. As I demonstrate using a lathe, a large lathe like this one from Pacific Tooling, I'm going to throw in some safety tips. And one of them, I've seen a number of wood turners then using a lathe like this, and then suddenly they appear with a chainsaw and cut a part off while it's on the lathe. Don't do it. It is a recipe for a very badly cooked cake. Okay? These two things, the lathe and a chainsaw, do not mix at all. Don't do it. Okay, the first thing you need to do is set the tool rest up as close as you sort of can, within a quarter of an inch of the highest point of your piece of wood. And what I do is either get my spindle gouge, or sometimes I use my bowl gouge to initially get this area down as quickly as possible. Okay, I've rounded off quite a bit, but I'm left with a lump here that it's just throwing it off balance a little bit, and it's preventing me speeding the lathe up above about 350. So I'm just going to concentrate on here. I'm going to come in from the face here, well back, and just get rid of this a little bit here, just to even the weight distribution up a little bit. So, okay, here we go. getting somewhere near round. We're still going to get this area back, get rid, you know, machine down through to get rid of this area back and these flat spots. But you can see by, you know, cutting off the corners saves you a lot of work, even just to get to this stage. Okay, so we'll continue. Okay, so I've got my rough shape now that I'm happy with, and I've turned my boss off, and I've turned my boss up on the underside here, that I'm going to put my fixture plate to turn it round and machine the inside out. Okay, I've remounted the bowl now. I've turned it around and remounted it. And now we get to the interesting part, which is machining or scalloping the inside of the bowl out. And that should be fairly straightforward. And to do this process, we're going to use a bowl gouge. And that's a bowl gouge. Okay, a bowl gouge is a very long, it has a very long handle, longer than that's a spindle gouge. Okay, so bowl gouge has a very much longer handle and cut-in steel bit then. To allow the tool to overhang the tool rest further, but of course it gets to a point where it's a little bit too much for a bowl gouge even. So what I'm doing now is I'm starting to machine this area away here, so there's not so much reach over the bowl gouge. Sorry, so there's not so much reach of the bowl gouge over the tool rest. So then what I'll do, when I got rid of some of this material, I should be able to speed the lathe up a bit more, and I'll move the tool rest in so this end is inside the bowl, so it reduces the overhang. Okay. So now, what we're going to do, like I said before, is we're going to put this tool rest slightly below center. Actually, quite a way bit below center there, like that. And about half an inch from here and half an inch from here. Of course, there's still overhang here, but we'll work away at the material here and remove that. And then we'll move the tool rest in a bit further after. Always turn your piece of work around to make sure that it's not failing up against the up against the tool rest. I do notice too, now I'm not sure whether that's actually in the grain or whether that's a crack, but it's not showing on the outside, just the inside. Hopefully we can machine it out. So here we go. If I can get the light right. What a lovely bowl that's turned out to be. Lovely colour and figure. So that's what you can, one of the things that you can do with a lathe. The lathe I'm using is a Pacific tooling lathe, fully electronically controlled. If you're interested in such a lathe, you can contact me directly by the email below this video. I hope you've liked this video today of wood turning. If you have, please press like. Subscribe to my channel, that's a really good thing to do. Little red box down in that bottom corner there, if you're looking on a computer screen, or if you're looking on a TV screen, that little red box will be there. I don't think it is if you're looking on a phone though. There's 187 videos now on my station, or channel, whichever you want to call it. There you'll find information, lots of videos on CNC routing, the programs that are associated with CNC machines, that is ArtCAM, which put all the G-codes together, Mark III and NC Studio. I also do a lot of wood turning now. That's very, very successful, and thank you guys for being interested. I do shop jobs, furniture making, even some toy making that I quite enjoy doing, and a little bit of 3D printing. I think there's something there for everyone. So for now, it's bye for now.